embarrassed by the actions of some of your party colleagues in failing to comply with the law by registering their tenancies over recent times? And secondly, is Fianna Fáil going to do anything to get back on side with renters in the budget? What about tax credit or something of that ilk?
Sure. Sending your second question first, look, I'm acutely aware of the pressures that are there, particularly for renters in the rental market, and I've explained why that situation, why we've arrived at that situation of 10, 12 years of very significant undersupply, frankly, and that's being addressed through Housing for All, but that will take time. I'm not going to speculate on the measures within the budget right now, and I think you'll appreciate that. That's a matter for me to deal with government colleagues. But suffice it to say that we're working through options that I am discussing and will continue to discuss with government colleagues. I'm acutely aware of the pressures that tenants and indeed some individual landlords are in right now, and certainly we'll be looking at options in that space where we can help. I think where we really need to help too is about increasing that supply of affordable and social homes that are permanent homes for people for life. And we're going to see significant delivery, thankfully, this year. But this, there will be other measures that certainly I am discussing, and that will be a matter for the budget at the end of this month. In relation to the first point that you've raised, I think that's been dealt with extensively over the last couple of weeks. I've made public comment on it. The RTB.
It's embarrassing for you though to be here talking about legal rights, isn't it?
Well, I take the rights of tenants very, very seriously as Minister. I think John Mark and Threshold, they speak for themselves. From the very first week I took over as Minister, I established a group that all the NGOs who work in this space, both in the homeless services and on tenants' rights, have full access to me, and have informed me in the changes that I've made to policy in that space, in protecting tenants' rights, in strengthening RPZs, in bringing in the rental cap of 2% that's in place there now as well, but also making sure that we've new forms of renting that's backed by the state, like cost rental, which is affordable state-backed rents with long-term secure tenancies that wasn't in Ireland 12 months ago. So, I think people are acutely aware of their obligations, and what I would say is that obviously over the last week, I think even more so, but I think that's been addressed significantly over the last week to two.
Sure, but you're seeking to do something for both renters and landlords, I take it.
I go by the name Cannon. I was supposed to use that name today, but we'll go with the real name. But we've had some experiences in the renting sector that was very shocking and hard to go through. And it's one of the reasons is because it was thought that we were new to Ireland by the landlord, and I've been here 20 years, so I got to see firsthand how migrants were treated by this landlord and probably certain other landlords who discriminated against tenants. So we were fully discriminated against it, and there's a lot like putting 10 cameras up in the house, breaking the window every week for intimidation tactics, putting up the rent prices because he thought I was a vulnerable person that I wouldn't react or do something about it. But reaching out to Threshold, it was amazing because they acted immediately and they gave us the advice that we needed at the right time. And I'm very happy to have had Threshold to assist us in this situation.